Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. My humble pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you to today's session of Bhagavad Gita Shankara Bhashyam. I am a student, I am a seeker, sadhaka. I am not a pandita, I am not a jnani, I am not a guru. I am conducting this study hour as a means for my learning. I am referring to few books, making notes, and speaking on that. This is like a homework for me. If I make any mistakes, please forgive me. Let me share my screen. We are going to study Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shloka number 69 to 72. Shankara Bhashyam. Chapter 2, shloka 69, Avatarika. All the materialistic actions, Laukika karma, and religious actions, Vaidika karma, are propelled by avidya, ignorance. For a person who has viveka jnana, this avidya is removed, is not there. Therefore, all karma is also not necessary, or the karma he need not do, he or she need not do Vaidika karma anymore, karma kanda anymore, because of the Viveka Jnana. What is this Viveka Jnana? Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka, Atma Anatma Vastu Viveka. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. I am pure consciousness, I am spirit, I am Chaitanya Swarupam. This is the Viveka Jnana. When a person is consciousness, Atma Swarupi, he is akarta, he is non-doer. Doer is the body. Therefore, for a Vaidika karma to happen, there has to be a karta. The Viveka Jnani is akarta. Therefore, karma drops for that person. To make it clear that avidya is not there, avidya is removed as it is opposed to vidya, it is being told. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shloka 69. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti sanyami. Yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pasyato mune. Meaning, a sanyami, a viveka jnani, will be awake during what is night for all beings. For the Muni who is a witness, viveka jnani, it is night time what all the beings are awake to. Chapter 2, shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam. During night time, there will be darkness. In the darkness, things are not known clearly. Here, in the context of this shloka. What is not known? It is the Atma Jnana, the Jnana, transcendental knowledge of a Sthita Prajna that is not known. So, for normal people, the Atma Jnana is not known, and that is considered as night, as the darkness, ignorance, darkness of the ignorance. Nocturnal creatures are awake during night time of normal beings. Similarly, for people with avidya, ignorance, the Atma Jnana is unknown to them. Therefore, the state of Jnana is like night for them. Those who cannot understand or do not see with sharp intellect, Atma Jnana is unknown, cannot be known for the people with dull intellect. A Jnani, on the other hand, who has conquered the sense organs, Jitendriya, is awake from the ignorance, and Atma Jnana is day for him or her. Atma Jnana. What is Atma Jnana? I am not the body, I am not the intellect, I am not the mind, I am pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. This is Atma Jnana. Brahma Satyam Jagan Nitya, Jivo Brahma Eva Natmana. This is Atma Jnana. For such a Jnani who is a Jitendriya, he is awake from the ignorance. He does not have ignorance. It is day for him. What is day? For a normal human being, it is night. Because normal human beings have avidya, they cannot recognize Atma Jnana. Therefore, the light of Atma Jnana is not visible to them. Only the darkness of the ignorance is visible to them. Chapter 2, Shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam continue. Waking state. What is waking state? We call the people are in waking state, Jagrata Avastha. When people can cognize the differences. What are the differences? Differences that there is an object, there is a subject. Subject is viewing the object. There are so many objects. These differences between perceiver and perceived, grahya grahaka bheda. This grahya grahaka bheda is the product of ignorance. Those people are actually like in a state of dream while awake. They think that the world is real, the world of objects is real. This is a state of avidya, ignorance. What about Jnani? For a Jnani who knows the Atma Jnana, the normal people's waking state is like a night time for him. Because Jnani does not see the grahya grahaka bheda. For him, everything is Sat Buddhi, Sat Padardham, Brahman. Everything is Brahman only. Therefore, for a Jnani, world of names and forms is Mithya. World as existence is Satya. Chapter 2, Shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam continue. Therefore, all the Vedic karmas are prescribed only for a person with avidya, who is in ignorance. Not for a person who is a jnani. Darkness is dispelled when the sun rises. Similarly, when vidya, atma jnana rises, the darkness of avidya is removed. Before the advent of jnana, vidya, avidya is the pramana. So what is pramana for us right now? What we see world of objects. Everything looks real. Everything is different objects. So the Vedic prescription, vidhi vakya, that you have to do such and such yajna to attain such and such loka, swarga, or whatever it is, to attain children, progeny. So those vidhi vakyas are the pramana. Veda is the pramana. That avidya, who is the Veda Vakya meant for? For the Ajnani, for a person with avidya. That there are different objects. I am different from the world. World is different from me. I do a yajna and go to a different result. Such a ajnana has to be there so that Veda becomes relevant. That avidya will make one do all the karmas which are made up of kriya, karaka, phala, bheda, actions, causes, results. All these are in the realm of avidya. With the advent of jnana, atma jnana, that I am Satchidananda, I am consciousness, I am Shivaswarupi, and the world is existence. World is also Satchidananda. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Such a jnana one attains. The whatever we discussed about the person with avidya who has sees differences, that pramana buddhi goes away. That pramana buddhi no more is pramana, and karma is no more a pramana. So it cannot propel a person to do karma anymore. So chapter 2, shloka 69, we are continuing Shankara Bhashyam. Vedam is pramanam. The Veda is prescribing this karma for me. This is the thought process of a karta, karmishta, person with ajnana, with a avidya, who sees differences. What he thinks, Veda is pramanam, the karma prescribed by the Veda is pramana for me. The Veda tells me to do this karma to attain so and so result. This is the karmishta's thought process. This is avidya. So thinks jnani. For a jnani, this thought process of a karmishta, that Veda tells me to do so and so karma kanda to attain a result, this is avidya. This is the thought process of a jnani. And jnani thinks that karma is avidya, and whatever the karma kanda is there is like night for him. That means he is not interested in karma kanda. A jnani, for him, that part is like a night time for him. He is not engaging in karma kanda. What is karma we are talking about? Vaidika karma, and that too with a selfish desire. We are not talking about nishkama karma. Nishkama karma is not karma actually. Nishkama karma leads to bandha vimukti. A jnani knows that all these varied objects in the world, drushya prapancha, is avidya, and that is night for him. Jnani knows that sarvam khalvidam brahma, everything is Brahman, everything is existence. He views the world with sadbuddhi. For such an atma jnani, sarva karma sannyasa, renunciation of all karma is prescribed. Pravritti marga is not for him or her. Pravritti marga means following the Vedic ritual portion to attain selfish desires. This is shown in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, shloka number 17, where it is told, Tad buddhayas tadatmanaha shloka. That for a jnani, atmanishta is prescribed. Continuing chapter 2, shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam, objection is raised by the Purva Pakshi that Yatra Veda Aveda Bhavati. When Vidya dawns, when Atma Jnana dawns, Veda becomes Aveda. Veda ceases to be Pramana. Validity of Veda is gone. Along with all Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga also becomes Apramana, invalid Pramana. So, therefore, how can it be established that Jnananishta and Sannyasa, which is Nivritti Marga, is prescribed? How can you say that? Because along with Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga is also becomes Apramana. Therefore, how can it be prescribed? Answer is no. Your question is not a valid question. There is no Vidhivakya prescription in Veda that one should witness their body. I mean, you see the body. There is no Vidhivakya for that. But body is witnessed all the time, is seen all the time. Similarly, Atma is Swaswarupa, my own self-same nature. To be Atma or to realize the Atma, there is no need for any Vidhivakya or Veda Pramana. Continuing chapter 2, Shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam. All Pramanas are valid till self-realization, dawn of Atmajnana. Upon self-realization, Grahya Grahaka Bheda is removed. And with that, the Vyavahara of Pramana Prameya is also rendered void. As long as we deal with Pramana, Pramana means means of knowledge, valid means of knowledge. Atma is a Pramata, knower. When will we have Pramana? When there we have Grahya Grahaka Bheda, when we see differences. When Pramana Prameya Vyavahara is rendered void, the Pramatrutva, knowership of Atma is also rendered void. Continuing chapter 2, Shloka 69, Shankara Bhashyam. When transcendental wisdom arises that Atma is self-luminous, unchanging, non-dual, Satchidananda, then the Drushya Prapancha, world as we know it, is known as Mithya, illusory. World is known as Apramana. In that knowledge, how can Pramana Prameya Vyavahara possible for a Jnani? Not possible. When scripture renders the Pramatrutva, knowership of Atma as void, then that scripture also stops being a Pramana anymore. Just like you see, there is a chemical that is put into the water to purify it in a pot. It purifies the water of all the impurities. Along with that, the chemical is also dissolved. Similarly, the Shastra is used to render the Pramatrutva of Atma as void. Along with the Pramatrutva of Atma going away, the Pramana of Shastra also goes away. Shastra becomes Apramana. Therefore, when the Shastra says do such and such yajna or ritual, that is not applicable to a Jnani, because Jnani is not a Pramata or a Karta. Chapter 2, Shloka 69, continuing Shankara Bhashyam. A person sees a city in a dream and believes it to be true during dream time. But upon waking up, he will know that it is a dream city and apramana. It is not a pramana. Similarly, the karma of the Shastra are followed in ignorance as pramana, and upon Atmajnana, it will be considered as apramana. Therefore, there is no pramana that prescribes karma to a sannyasi, and karma is only prescribed for a ajnani who has avidya. This is well established. Chapter 2, Shloka 70, Avatarika. To establish that moksha, liberation, is for a sannyasi who has renounced desires and not for a person who has desires, Sri Krishna is saying, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Shloka 70, Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapah pravishanti yadvat tadvat kama yam pravishanti sarve sa shanti mapnoti na kama kami. Meaning, rivers flow into ocean. Even though rivers merge with the ocean, it doesn't increase or disturb the ocean. Similarly, in a person in who desires flow and merge without causing disturbance, such a person attains peace and moksha, not a person who is full of desires. Chapter 2, Shloka 70, Shankara Bhashyam. Water comes from all directions and merge into ocean without causing any disturbance or increase in ocean. Similarly, in whom all the desires merge without causing disturbance, and who is not in the control of desires, such a person will attain peace, and peace is moksha. Here Shankaracharya defines moksha as shanti. Shanti is moksha. Others who desire various things cannot attain peace. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Shloka 71. Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumanscharati nispruha Nirmamo nirahankara sa shantim adhigacchati. Meaning, one who lives off all pleasure seeking, doesn't desire anything, without I, me, mine, attains peace. Chapter 2, Shloka 71, Shankara Bhashyam. Leaving all pleasure seeking and subsisting on bare minimum needs, a sannyasi lives. Without any desires, not even caring whether alive or dead, partaking only what is needed for life, moving on earth without attachment to I, me, mine, without considering oneself as a scholar, not having pride that I am a scholar. Such a sthita prajna attains moksha, and he is Brahman. He or she is Brahman. Eulogizing the state, it is told in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, Shloka 72, Esha Brahmi Stitihi Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati Stitvasyam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Ruchati. Meaning, Arjuna, this is Brahmi Sthiti. One who attains to this state will not get deluded. One who attains to this state even at the last minute of death, even in old age, will attain Brahman. Chapter 2, Shloka 72, Shankara Bhashyam. This is Sri Bhagavad Gita's dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, a Upanishad, Brahmasastra, Yoga Vidya, second chapter named Sankhya Yoga completes. So far it is told about Brahmi Sthiti, renouncing all karma and being situated in the Brahmaswarupa is Brahmi Sthiti. One who attains this state does not get deluded. Even in old age or at the time of death, one who attains to this stage will attain Brahmananda. What to speak of a person who takes up sannyasa directly from Brahmachari ashrama? He will definitely enjoy Brahmananda throughout his life. So far we have seen Sthita Prajna characteristics. I am listed down the characteristics here. Sarva Kama Parityaga, renouncing all desires. Atmarati, enjoying the bliss of self. Non-perturbed by sorrow. Not interested in pleasures. Free from attachment, fear and anger. Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. Not getting attached to anything or anyone. Not jumping when things are favorable to you. Not getting depressed when things don't favor you. Indriya Jaya, sense control. Atmanusandhana, meditation on self, abiding in self. Equanimous mind, not interested in karma and worldly affairs, not interested in sense pleasures, without I, me, mine, without pride. This is how you should fashion your psychology. Thank you very much. With this, we conclude Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga. Harihi Om Tat Sat, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.